Hi, this is the JP Gangster coming at you again. And tonight, I just got a call from my sister-in-law who said she needed some pies for the holidays. So I said, what a great way to share with my people out there on how to make quick sweet potato pie. So I've taken the liberty of adding all the ingredients together, but I'm going to tell you what you're going to need. You're going to need a blender. You're going to need cinnamon. You're going to need nutmeg. You're going to need butter. And you're going to need milk, cream, or evaporated milk. You're going to need some eggs. I will be putting the recipe at the end of this video, so this way you'll have it available to you. But since tonight I'm going to be making about 4 pies, I'm going to use 2 to make with you. Okay? So what I've done is taken the liberty of buying 2 cans of yams to make it very quick, because either that or boiled sweet potatoes. I want to move a little quickly tonight, and I have some yams here. And what I did was take the liberty of, as you can tell, I have mashed the yams. So basically, this combination right here, this 1 can, will make 2 pies. So let's get started, and I'm going to have a party right now. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the mixtures together. And I had to get a blender, so I'm going to see if I can let you see that right here. And I got the blender. Well, I'll keep it down here, so this way you guys can see exactly what's going on. Basically, the blender is just going to be to combine all my mixtures very quickly. So what I'm going to start off with, I've already melted 2 sticks of butter, because this will take a half a cup of butter in this mixture. So the mixture we're going to start off with is we're going to take and put 2 cups. You're going to need a measuring cup on this one. We're going to take 2 cups of this mixture, and just want to mash it down here. Make sure that we're getting the right amount. And as you can see, we definitely got it right here. 2 cups. I am going to hold off on this, and what I'm going to do first is I'm going to crack 2 eggs, because this requires 2 eggs. So I start off with the 2 eggs in the blender first, because I need all the liquid I can get. All right? Pop that in there. Let me see if I can bring the blender so you can see what I'm doing. There you go. I think you see it. Let me move this stuff around for you. And I've already prepared all the sugar mixtures. This is 1 cup of brown sugar, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of nutmeg. I'm just going to throw it all in here. It's going to be my dry little mix. And I'm going to take, as you can tell, I've melted some butter, right? And I'm going to take a half a cup. And this cup is a half a cup of butter. Put it in here. And there goes my butter mixture. But I'm going to use the same cup for the cream. I prefer to use cream. You can use milk, evaporated milk, and heavy cream. I like heavy cream because it makes the pie a little more fluffier. I am going to take 2 capfuls of vanilla extract. That's 1. That's 2. And now I'm going to take my sweet potatoes or yams, put them right in there. And the only thing missing right now is the cream. And that requires a half a cup of milk, cream, or evaporated milk. So here goes the cream. And as you can tell, it's very rich, very thick. And I'm going to put that in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my cover to my blender, which is right behind me. place it on there. And I'm going to put it on stir. And all I want it to do is make sure that it makes it just right. Okay. So if I peel this off, wow, nice mixture. I think it needs a little more mixing. So put it on. There we go. Now, my cheat is I use a graham cracker pie shell. So, I've already got one prepped. Okay? And this is what it looks like, if you don't know. And I just pull off the plastic right here, and I have an instant pie crust all ready to go. Now, the whole secret is, since I'm making a couple of these, this is going to be my first, and this is what it's going to look like when you bring it out. And all you do is just pour it into place in a nice little circle, so it's nice and even. And look at that. And that is your first sweet potato pie ready for baking. So what I'm going to do is just let it sit there for a minute. And what I'm going to do is make the other 3 pies, and I'm going to put this on my cookie sheet so it'll sit and settle. And a little secret to this is that you're going to preheat your oven. You're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and it's going to take about 45 minutes to 50 minutes to bake. The way you test it is so. At this point in time, I'm going to make the other 3 pies, okay? Hey guys, I'm down to my last pie, and I just wanted to show you again what I had to do. Basically, this is the mixture that we're going to be looking at when you start baking your pie. I like to put my mixtures all in one bowl. And basically, this is a cup of brown sugar, a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. This way, everything is in one spot when you got to mix it up, so this way you don't have any problems. And right now, I have all my ingredients close by, so I'm going to put this right here. And what I'm going to start with, again, I'm going to start with my 2 eggs, because this recipe requires 2 eggs. That's for the body and binding. Okay. And if the eggs cooperate, bingo, I got a winner. Okay. And I'm going to put my 2 eggs in there. Let's see if I can get you to see what I'm doing with the blender. Okay. Put the 2 eggs in there. And then I put my dry mixture. Remember the brown sugar, the cinnamon, and the nutmeg. I put it in there. And that's, again, 1 cup of brown sugar, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and half a teaspoon of nutmeg. So now I'm going to put in my potato, my mashed yams. This way it makes it a lot easier for me to contend with and prepare, because you can do this by hand. You don't really need a blender, but it takes a little bit longer. And like I said, I'm making 4 pies, so I really like to get things going real quick. So now I am going to get my half a cup of butter that I've already put on the stove and melted. And let me see. And I got a winner here. Bingo. This is my half a cup of butter going in. Okay. And like I said, I like to use cream. You can use milk, evaporated milk, but the reason I like to use cream because it makes the sweet potato pie a little more fluffier. It's firm but light. So I'm going to use a half a cup of cream. And then the last ingredient, I'm gonna put that all in the sink. The last ingredient I have is the vanilla. So I'm gonna take 2 capfuls, which is equivalent to like a teaspoon, but I always put a little bit more for flavor. And I'm gonna rinse this off. Okay. And now the fun begins. I'll put this in here. I'll put it to stir first. And then I'm going to bring it on high. So this way all the ingredients get to mix. Okay, that should be enough right there. Perfect. It looks like a creamy mixture that you can drink. But no, we gotta bake it first before we even think about drinking it. So, I have my graham cracker pie crust, which has a plastic top. Do yourself a favor, don't throw that out. That's gonna be the cover after it cools off. So, this is what it looks like when you pour it into the pie crust. And it's gonna be nice and creamy. And what you wanna do is do it in a circular motion. And it's gonna fill all the way up. See what a perfect mixture that is? Right on point. So, I have already preheated my ovens to 350 degrees. So basically, right now, when my ovens they're already cooking, they're already set. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them in there, and then I'll come back to you to show you how to test to see if they're done or not. And when they are done, you just let them sit and cool off. They're gonna have a nice golden color to them. And if you do cut into them, holy Christmas, you're gonna be enjoying a sweet pie. Okay, so I'll get right back at you. Hey guys, I'm back. This is JP, Culinary Gangster, and I just pulled my pies out of the oven. They've been in there for approximately 50 minutes. So right now what I'm going to do is test them with a toothpick to make sure that they're done. And I'm going to bring it down to where the pies are at, so this way you can see. They're nice, plumpy, they're golden brown, and I got toothpicks in my hand. So what I'm going to do is just stick them in the center, and this will indicate to me if they're done. They come back dry, like this one here, if that means this pie is done. And I'm gonna do number 2. And it comes back dry, the pie is done. And I'm gonna do the other 2. Right here. And I'm gonna bring you up to where I'm at. And I'm gonna do pie number 2, the second set. This one's done. And pie number 4. And it's also done. So basically what you do now is you let them cool down, right? And once they cool down, you're gonna see them sink again. But this is an easy way just to make pies very quickly. Sweet potato pies, I'm notorious for. My sister-in-law axes. So since Thanksgiving's coming around the corner, she likes to have them for the party. So with that being said, I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving too. And if you could do these to save you a little time and going out to buy, pretty quick to do. It's just a matter of time of the baking. It's about 50 minutes at 350. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep these pies in the picture for a couple of minutes. And what I'm going to do is give you the recipe right toward the end. Okay? So with that being said, if you like what you saw, hit like. And just hit the subscribe button. This way, when I come up with a new creation, I'll just pop it right at you and throw it at you. So this way you can do it and show some love to your family. This is the JP Culinary Gangster, wishing you a happy Thanksgiving and a happy holiday. And I'd like for you to enjoy. Let your family feast on the pies that have been done for them. All right, guys, enjoy.